Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do this video for a really long time now that most of the companies are calling people back to office. Um, it's like 5 days a week now. Many companies like Amazon and all these well-known companies, even my own company, they have now made a rule that people need to come 4 days a week and only one day a week they get to spend at home. I mean, work from home. And I think this is really causing a decline in productivity, in mental health, physical health, and so much more. So I thought there is a need to discuss this, and I'm going to use my platform to discuss this because many people are facing issues. Firstly, let me tell you that because of this back to office, there is so much traffic. Like, oh my god, the traffic is insane these days. I don't know why companies, I think companies know this, but they're doing it because everywhere there is some kind of white topping going on, some kind of road fixing, flyover fixing, especially on the ORR stretch. You know, if you guys see a lot of discussions these days that there is so much traffic there because of something or the other going on. There's also metro construction, I guess, happening there. And because of that, people are getting stuck on the road for like 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours. And so many people are not able to reach office even by 11 a.m., 12 a.m. And many people have now decided that they will leave after 11 a.m. So that they can reach, in peace. But I don't know why companies are so insistent on people to come back to office. It's only going to decline productivity, right? Also, I've noticed this very weird thing that many people are defending it and telling, like, why are you staying so far? Why don't you stay near to the office? Let me tell you, people who are even living like 3 to 4 kilometer within the office radius, even they are finding it difficult to reach. Even 3 to 4 kilometers is taking like 30, 35, 40 minutes because of the traffic. And the rents near the office spaces are crazy. Like, it is so expensive to live nearby the office place. A 2 BHK is costing you like 35, 40,000 of rent. Not even in a good gated society, like I live in a good gated society, but I stay like 20, 22 kilometers away from the office because my husband still works from home and I'm the only one who's traveling right now. Maybe in the future, if my husband also starts working from office, then we will decide to move. But we are a bit hesitant because of the rents. It is massive, the rents these days, and it's not even like a gated community. It's like an independent building with just a very old house, not maintained properly. We don't even know if the water facility is there now that the summers is coming, right? So let me tell you, according to a news article, Bangalore is going to beat Delhi in the heat this year. So even after all of this, even after all of this news articles coming out, companies are still so, they're so adamant that no, we need employees back to office every single day. Uh, and they're only going to, decline productivity because I know so many of my colleagues and so many of people who work better at home because they don't take a lot of breaks. They don't, go for 1 hour lunch break. They don't gossip. They don't chat a lot. They're only focused on their work and they finish all their work within 9 to 5. Work from home is actually, good in that way. Also, the funniest part is that these companies are tying up with Cult and other gyms to give gym memberships to employees, but employees don't have time to go to the gym. Even my own company, they're giving a Cult membership for very cheap rate, but we don't have time because we're stuck on the road. So when will a person actually go to the gym? So physical, mental health is going to decline like crazy. It's going to go like pre-COVID era. Although, some people might debate upon this, saying that a mental health also reduces if you work from home all 5 days, which might be true. So there should be an equal balance. Companies are, I'm okay if the companies call employees 2 to 3 days a week and the rest of the days work from home. But no, they're so adamant that you need to come every single day and you can't give any reasons. If you are not okay with it, we will remove you, we will terminate you. All these threats are coming from companies. Even like, there are many companies whom I don't want to name who have already kind of threaten their employees that if you're not going to come, then we will remove you. We and people are so now forced to go to the office because they're worried about losing jobs, right? Because the economy is so down, many people are getting terminated, many people are getting laid off, so they are accepting whatever they get. They're like, okay, we'll come 5 days a week because we don't want to lose our jobs, and I agree with that, because many people are dependent on just one income, and even if that person loses their job, then the whole family is going to suffer and all of that. Many people also question that are there really no disturbances when you work from home? Like, your family members disturbing you, your kids maybe disturbing you, and all. I think a lot of corporates actually doubt that the employee is working from home or not, and whether they're going away for some time. Like for example, some people, they have some bank work, they have some other work to be done. They go away within the office hours and they go and do that work and come back, which is not really problematic, because as long as their tickets are getting resolved, they're doing everything on time, it should not really matter whether they are taking a break and going to the bank or whatever. So I don't know why companies are so like micromanaging things and checking to this level that are you away for 1 hour, what you were doing in that 1 hour. Companies are more focused on that. That's why they feel like employees are taking an advantage, and they know they should be in the office. So yeah, let me tell you, there are disturbances at home as well. Like for example, let me show you the gated society that is getting built near my house. So if you'll see here, this gated society is getting built near my house. It's almost done. If you see, they are applying putty now, and I think the painting also will start soon. Some parts are painted also. Just one building is left here. So there is a lot of noise, dust coming from here, but I make sure that I close the windows and I sit. So it's not really that problematic. Also, the reasoning that most companies are giving is that they want people to collaborate, to socialize, to talk to other colleagues face to face. But what I've noticed is that so many people, they go to office, but they still join meetings on Teams. So they're not really like socializing or sitting in a conference room or anything like that, right? Um, and also, most of the companies are concerned that they've invested so much in real estate, they've leased a lot of buildings, and it's very expensive. So they want employees to fully utilize it. So my question is to all these companies that you can save so much money if you're not leasing out or if you're not renting out and if you're just giving work from home. And I think, see, there are some jobs that actually require people to go to their workplaces. I won't say no, like banks, teaching, so many other government jobs and all of that. But there are also so many jobs where people can fully do it from house, and there's not going to be any such major impact. Why should they actually come to the office? So yeah, this doesn't make sense. And also, most of the companies and governments are giving reason that they want to improve the economy. If people are not going to, move out of their house, then how will other people grow? Like they're more focused on growing income for auto people, for buses and all of that. But I think government just thinks about poor people. Who is going to think about middle class people who are actually paying all of the taxes? So government is not really doing anything for them. And now that the taxes are reduced and there's a new tax regime that's going to come, so they are like really encouraging people to spend more money. But I want to tell you that many people have their own responsibilities, their own emergencies. So we cannot really judge saying that please spend money. You cannot encourage so much spending also. I think the biggest disadvantage that this back to office is going to cause is for young working mothers, mothers who have just completed their maternity leave, or if they have kids who are under 3, who are very young to even go to a daycare, like who are just 1 year old and stuff like that. Such women are going to struggle a lot, because I see it in my own office that many ladies are very hesitant to come because they have that mom guilt. Also, I think fathers, who are like become new fathers, they don't really have the option to spend time with their kid. I think many companies are just giving like 1 week or like 2 weeks max for these new fathers to spend time, and then they're like, no, you come back to office. So all of this is going to create an issue, and there might be some employees who really have problems where their parents have some health issues, something which is of an emergency, and they have to stay at home, because many people, their parents stay in tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, they don't really like coming here. So also, if a person cannot afford a bigger house for rent, their parents live in a village or in town, also they cannot really spend time with their family and all of that. So this is going to be really disadvantageous, and I hope companies do realize this and revert back to at least 2 to 3 days office is fine. Otherwise, people are going to get stuck in traffic all the time. Their mental health is going to decline like crazy. It's going to reach a point where people are not going to be able to do anything apart from work, even go to a gym and exercise. That's going to be difficult, because every person should have some kind of hobby outside of work. And if your entire day is going in just working and you're not doing anything else, then I don't know, then life is going to be very sad. So I please request companies to think about this again, think about the weather, think about the traffic, think about an employee's well being, and take a decision of reverting back to work from office just 2 to 3 days in a week.